welcome back to my channel. My name is Ria and welcome to I Candy by Ria. In today's video we're gonna start off the new year by filming one of my favorite videos, my Savage Anti-haul and what is going on my wish list, where we discuss new makeup releases. I might shorten the title because girl, it is too long to say for the intro, so I might change it next video, you know. I might change it come next video because it is a mouthful to say and a mouthful to write in the description, so we might just do that. Yes, I did film this video right after the one I just posted, but if you guys want to find out what my top 5 palettes were for 2019, I'll leave it in the eye above, or I will leave it in the description bar below. I would love it if you guys would give this video a like and subscribe. I post everything beauty and makeup related. I would love it if you guys would like and subscribe. I would love to grow this community this 2020. Girl, we are gonna work our way to building this family and interacting with each other in the comments down below. So for this video, I want to hear your opinions on the new makeup releases I'm going to be talking about and what you are going to add to your wish list, or just anti-hauling and wondering why they released in the first place, in the comments down below. And without further ado and further blabbing, oh my gosh, you probably talked your ears off, let us hop right into this video. I have 2 edited Savage anti-hauls that I didn't end up posting because they were like either out of time and it would have made sense to upload, which sucks because I spent so much time on it anyway. But I love creating them, so I don't mind deleting the footage and starting all over again. That being said, let's hop right into our first new product release, and this is something I'm super excited for. It is Colourpop coming out with an avocado skincare range, and this is again their sister brand, OFRA Beauty, and they're coming out with an avocado superfood nourishing mask, a face milk. I am definitely anti-hauling the face milk because I feel like it's too rich. It sounds too rich. I definitely want to try out their other face milks though, because I heard really good things about it, and I'm someone who really wants to get into skincare this 2020 because I've conquered my fear of cool tones, so I want a new challenge this year, and this year is definitely skincare because my skin, it ain't looking too sweet, okay? It's not looking bougie. We got to change that, okay? So that is the goal. That's why I am adding to my wish list the superfood and nourishing mask. I love any face mask that is nourishing, and this just looks sublime. So I'm adding this to my cart. Next up, I want to talk about the eyeshadow palettes called the Snap Shadows from Fenty Beauty, and this looks freaking phenomenal. I love the fact that you can snap 2 different shadows together. I love that it is compact. I love the color stories. I love pretty much everything about this. However, I'm not loving the price, and I definitely have come to notice that Fenty does have a problem with consistency in terms of it being very patchy. So with that being said, I do love these color stories and I'm definitely intrigued in getting a few, but I definitely, knowing that there is a lot of patchiness, I definitely want to swatch this in person, and if it is as smooth and as beautiful as the swatches look, then I am hands down getting it. But if it is even slightly patchy, I know that I have colors in my collection that are not maybe exact, but definitely will suffice. So out of all the palettes, I'm definitely intrigued by the Snap Shadow 7 and the Snap Shadow 1 because I've been obsessed with cool tones, and if I can get like a compact cool tone palette, and that's like travel friendly, girl, I'm there. And since you can snap 2 or more, why not both, you know? And I'm obsessed with a dark navy and like yellow combination. It just screams like Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Not Sultry. Is it Sultry? Was it the Sultry palette? Yeah, the Sultry palette. But the other color stories are not unique enough and drawing me in. So I'm just going to anti-haul those. Next up is Charlotte Tilbury releasing 2 luxury palettes retailing for $53. Now I know what you're thinking. This baby is expensive. Firstly, when I saw this, I'm just like, $53 for 4 shadows. But I realized that with Charlotte Tilbury, you're paying for her name. You're not necessarily sometimes even paying for quality. You're paying for her name. And these shadows are definitely targeted for the everyday working woman. Now, if I was working a 9-to-5 office job and had the money, let's be real, I would definitely buy these because these are very mature, wearable, colorful palettes. So I definitely, like, if I were to get, say, an olive palette that I know I can stand by the quality of it, I would definitely get something from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, that being said, I have gotten the Pillow Talk lipstick and one of her glowing blushes, which I love the quality, chef's kisses to the quality, and I love. And those are the 2 products that I definitely must say is worth the money. But as for the eyeshadows, for someone who doesn't work a 9-to-5 like office job, then yeah, this is just not for me. Not colorful enough, not good enough to justify the palette. Maybe once I change my job, I might be more inclined to buy, especially with the price range, honey. Just buying the glowing blush and the Pillow Talk lipstick had my bank account shook. So I think that's enough for me. Next up, I want to talk about Beauty Blender. They're just coming out with the shade shifter. I mean, what do you want? Like, I think they're just running out of ideas. I guess it's innovative when it's color changing, but other than that, what's there to talk about? It's just another sponge. I wish they would come out with more complexion products if they want to build up on that, but that's all I have to say about that. Anti-hauling it because, I mean, girl, you can get like an EcoTool sponge or like a Real Technique sponge for like $10, so I ain't spending so much money on a beauty blender. So Pat McGrath is coming out with the Golden Opulence palette celebrating Lunar New Year. And let me tell you, when the palette spells basic, this is it. I know people find her formula really unique. She's releasing 6 shades for $65. I still find this so expensive, and especially for like an Opulence Lunar New Year palette. I expected her to release maybe some reds, something more warm tone, but this just looks so basic and I'm anti-hauling it. Plus, again, I'm anti-hauling this because this is not aimed towards me. I'm not like a consumer of Pat McGrath. I think this is just way beyond my budget. Maybe one day I might invest in it, but for today, for now, I'm anti-hauling this baby. And again, basic. Basic, basic, basic. You'd think she'd release something more interesting, more of a unique color story, because come on, it's Pat McGrath. She's Mama Pat. She is like the mother, the queen, one of the queens of the makeup world. Natasha Denona did that with the Metropolis palette. And speaking of Natasha Denona, she is coming out with a new mini palette, and this is a Cool Tones nude palette. About time, girl. About time. And it is releasing for $25 with 5 beautiful, beautiful cool tone shades. This is something I'm definitely intrigued by, but will not be getting because it is $25. And honey, you can get the Going Coconuts palette from Colourpop for like $12. So what am I gonna get? My homie Colourpop. So I'm gonna anti-haul this baby, but I can truly appreciate for the palette and her finally kind of rounding off her collection of 5-pan palettes with this beautiful cool toned one. Speaking of mini palettes, I feel like they are truly in fruition this 2020 as we start to go into, you know, new makeup releases this year. Juvia's Place is coming out with new minis, and these include 4 minis: the berries, the violets, the nudes, and the chocolates. Out of all of them, I think the violets look the most beautiful and the most unique. The berries, nudes, and chocolates look very, very basic and almost like uninteresting to me. The berries look a lot like the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, which I have. But out of everything, if I were to pick up one, I would definitely pick up the purple palette because it looks like it has just the perfect amount of depth and dimension and formulas to really satisfy my needs for anything purple that I have in my collection, because I currently do not have like a pure purple palette. I did want to get the Colourpop one, but I don't know, the tones just didn't speak to me, but these do, because they slightly lean towards a bit on the cool tone, which I've been obsessed with at the moment. So with that being said, that is definitely added to my wish list, but the rest are like basic ass palettes, and I gotta be anti-hold, honey. Another Lunar New Year release is by Clinique. It's a Cheek Pop highlighter. This is so cute, and this retails for $25. I mean, the swatch of this, it's not like goldeny, it's not champagne-y, it's like just in between. It's like a neutral, silvery, golden dream. I definitely want to swatch this in person, but apparently it's only available at QVC, which is like, I don't even know what that is, so I don't think I can get a hold of it in Australia. I wish if it came out in Australia, I definitely would want to swatch it. And if the swatch is better than the packaging, because the packaging, honestly, let's be real, that looks trash. If it was just relying on the packaging and the photo and they never did a swatch, I would be anti-hauling this baby quicker than I can blink an eye, and quicker than I broke my New Year's resolutions the second the clock hit. It was no McDonald's 2020. Yeah, on my way back from the party I ended up grabbing McDonald's, so not so much of a great start to 2020 yet, but I mean, everything in moderation is a-okay. Next up, we are going to be talking about Colourpop releasing a new big eyeshadow palette, and it's called the It's All Good eyeshadow palette. It is warm shades, mattes and shimmers. I'm not gonna get this because this is way too much. This ain't it, sis. Especially warm tones. I don't know why I've been like thriving and flourishing off of cool tones. So I don't know, warm tones are just not speaking to me, so I'm just anti-hauling this. But please, Colourpop, for the love of God, re-release the Becky G collaboration. I need to get, what is it called? The Ola Chola palette. I need to get the, oh my god, I cried when I couldn't find it on the website. I literally teared up. Like, I need that palette back. Please, especially with the roller lip gloss, please re-release that palette. Thank you very much. Next up, Ole Henriksen is coming out with the new addition to the Truth line and this Sea Rush collection, and this is the Truth Juice Daily Cleanser. I first of all definitely need to buy the brightening eye cream and the face wash, not the face wash, the moisturizer before I get the, and the moisturizer before I get the cleanser, because those are the two things that I've had on my wish list for ages, but I've never, again, jumped the gun because skincare was not a priority. This year it is, so I'm gonna get that first before I hop into even thinking about the cleanser. So I'm anti-hauling this baby for now, but it is like Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith once said, never say never. God, am I cringy. Ooh! OFRA is coming out with their new palette, and it is called the Glitch Eyeshadow Palette. These colors look like my ethereal dreams. This looks like the highlighter formula, which is like beyond perfect. Like, I live, breathe, die. Like, if I were to pick like a highlighter that I know is a ride or die, is Rodeo Drive by OFRA Cosmetics. That is like my #1 highlighter of life. So yeah, I think that them releasing eyeshadows, because I've not heard previously good things about their eyeshadows in terms of formula. Them baking the formulas, especially the shimmers. It looks like the palette of my dreams, and the lip gloss. Oh, it looks like my confetti dreams. It's like I need this in my life. It's like it's calling my name. Oh, I need this. This is added to my wish list for sure. And let us round off the video with, again, another Colourpop release for the Lunar New Year collection. I find this release so perfect. It is small, it is concise, yet it still meets kind of satisfies people's needs to celebrate Lunar New Year, because I know many brands that come out with kind of a Lunar New Year packaging are usually higher end products and can't be that affordable. So Colourpop coming out with this collection, I hope that made sense. Colourpop coming out with this collection and participating in celebrating Lunar New Year with this small release, what I find small anyway for Colourpop Cosmetics, I think is perfect. They're coming out with a white tea face mask, 3 Luxe Velvet liquid lipsticks, which I've never tried, and 2 Super Shock highlighters. So, with that being said, if Colourpop has these by the time I end up making an order, I definitely would want to try out the formula. It's the formula that's more interesting than the colors. Also, I really am on the hunt for a deep red. Not like an orangey red or like a blue toned bright red. I want like a deep red, but something that's affordable as well. And apparently the kit, I'm not really sure, but I'm guessing it would be around $18 or $12. So if it's that affordable, then I definitely would want to invest in it and try out the Luxe Velvet, because if it is as good as, say, the Kylie Cosmetics Velvet lipstick, it's gonna be my new go-to. Let's be real. That is something I'm super excited for, and I wanted to round off the video with. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sure by the time I upload this, there will be a brand new set of releases, but we can wait for that and talk about that the next video. Also, let me know what your thoughts are about each of the products I talked about in this video, or maybe kind of missed, in the comments down below. I love you guys with all my heart, and I'll catch you, my beautiful best friends, in the next video. Bye!